Hey, what's up guys, Joe here, and since this is our 100th video,
whoa!
We wanted to make something unusual, and which hopefully you'll enjoy, so this is how we make videos.
Whoa!
So first off, we need the idea. And as it always goes, when we first started we had 0 ideas or really bad ideas and tons of time, while now we have tons of ideas and 0 time to make those videos. Even when you have a specific product or app or whatever in mind, it's always difficult to choose which path to go. You may do a full review, a comparison, a top 5, there's lots of options to choose from. Once I've settled for something, and that usually takes a couple of days, the scripting begins. The scripting is usually one of the hardest parts of the process, at least for me. Mostly it always begins with writing down some notes, which of course depend on the kind of video we're doing. If it's a comparison, they might be pros and cons for each side. If it's a review, they might be key points for the device, and so on. My tool of choice for scripting is Evernote, mostly because it's super easy to sync between devices, so I can start writing on the PC and then continue it on my phone while commuting and then go back to the PC when I'm home. Once done that, I start recording. I have to admit my recording setup is really basic. My microphone is the Blue Snowball, which I've reviewed in the past, and that's a pretty awesome piece of tech for a really reasonable price, absolutely recommended. As for the software, my choice is Audacity, and that's because it's free, it's easy to use, and it gets the job done really quickly. So once I have my scripting and my audio, I can start the actual shooting. I don't always do that, but for more demanding videos I usually have a list of shots I need, and then the rest comes from improvisation. I've learned that planning shots is useful, but the best ones are always creative on the moment. Right now you can see me shooting our Moto G vs Idol 3 video, which hopefully should be almost ready the moment you are watching this video. My shooting tools include my basic tripod, which is the same as showed you in the setup tour, then I have my monopod, which I'm absolutely in love with, and then there is the newly arrived slider, which does a pretty dope job for those slick shots I've included recently. If you're interested in our favorite shooting techniques and tricks, maybe let us know in the comments below and I'll see if I can make a video out of it. Anyway, once shooting is done, time for music. Music choice generally comes way before editing, cause I want to have a complete overview of what I want my beat to look and feel like. I have a couple of sources as for music, but usually my main source is Epidemic Sound, which is mostly awesome and I absolutely recommend it to all of you YouTubers watching this video. Once found the right tracks for the video, I go straight to editing. The editing is probably my favorite part of the whole video process. Someone wiser than me once told that the whole eloquence of cinema is achieved in the editing room, and while I'm not a movie director, I totally agree with that. You can have a really good video ruined by bad editing, and you can have awful material and put out a great video thanks to editing. In the latest months my tool of choice has been Premiere Pro. It has every kind of tool you can think of, it has excellent plugin support, and the dynamic link with After Effects is pure genius. The editing takes from a few hours to a few days depending on the video, and it can go up to 2 weeks if I'm doing really long or really demanding stuff. Of course, while I'm editing, it happens all the time that I notice something missing or something wrong with my footage, so 9 videos out of 10 I'll have to shoot again in order to have everything I need for the video. I generally try to shoot in the closest conditions possible to the first part, and that's one of the reasons why I always shoot in the same room. Once I've reshot the footage, I generally leave the video alone for some hours or even a day. That might seem like a waste of time, but I found that looking back at things with a fresh mind highlights stuff I would have never thought of the first time. If I'm happy with the final result, I export the video and go to YouTube. Publishing the video is the final but nonetheless important step in the video process. At least for me, it takes a bit of time to decide at which time to publish the video, which title and thumbnail to use for it, which tag to use, and so on. Once uploading is done, it's all there for you guys. Also, before wrapping up, I wanted to give you a huge shout out for all of the support and all of the comments you've always given us, because we couldn't have done that without you. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.